Hey agents, today we got the targeted loot allocation for August 4th, 2020. This is Shadow Gaming, and if you enjoy the content, please consider smashing those subscribe and like buttons. And before we get started, I want to make a quick few announcements. Shout out to Silverback, another new channel member. Thanks for the support, man. I really appreciate it. And finally, the Shadow Crew clan is open for all active members on PC, PS4, and Xbox. Anyone who wants to join can go at the White House in their own game, or in our Discord server, or you can post your gamer tag in the comment section below, and we will send the invites. Thanks, guys. Alright, starting with the Dark Zones, we got Gilagard at DZ West, we got Providence Defense at DZ South, and Golangir at DZ East. There's actually a few things today, and I wanted to show you some of the vendor resets as well, which I now have the vendor resets linked in all video descriptions below, so you can click on that link and see what they have. But I'm going to show you a few things that stand out to me. Also, Providence Defense and DZ South, this is how you get the gift with Perfect Vigilance. You go down here and farm it with Providence Defense, and for me it dropped a few times. And also, Gilagard, you could get like the Pointman. I don't even think it's a DZ only, but if you want to, you can go ahead and go over to this DZ vendor over here. And this DZ vendor has the Virginian and I think a classic M1A. Yeah, so you have the Virginian for 152 DZ resources. The rolls are a little bit on the low side over here, and I would rather critical hit chance right here, but it is the Virginian. And then there is a classic M1A. It's an alright roll as well. You can go ahead and try to grab that as well. DZ resources just crush, deconstruct the loot that you get in the Dark Zone, and you get like one DZ resource for every one that you deconstruct, and then you extract those if you need 152 and you don't have them. Anyway, also at DZ South there's a Matador with actually pretty decent rolls. I think it's headshot damage, weapon damage, and explosive resistance. Roll the explosive resistance off for like crit hit chance or crit hit damage, whatever you need on your stats, and then that'll be a good actual perfect adrenaline rush backpack. Alright, north side highlights. We got gear sets at Camp White Oak, light machine guns at Coney Island Ballpark, Fenris Group at Coney Island Amusement Park, and Socolo Concern at Manning National Zoo. So if you're looking for the Bullet King, Pestilence, Good Times named machine gun with perfect fast hands, which actually you might want to grab. I got a perfect brace build coming out today, and it's a good light machine gun. And then of course, gear sets at Camp White Oak if you're looking for anything but the Foundry Bulwark and Future Initiative chest and backpack pieces. Those are raid exclusive, or the System Corruption, which is DZ exclusive. You can get them farming gear set targeted loot. And then for Fenris Group, you just need the one piece usually for the 10% assault rifle damage. And then if you have, say, a Lady Death build, it's pretty good to have at least one piece or two pieces of Socolo Concern for that 10% SMG damage, and then you get 15% crit hit damage for the second piece. Alright, highlights for the west side. We got Seska at Federal Emergency Bunker, submachine guns at Downtown West, shotguns at Bank Headquarters, and Petrov at Constitutional Hall. We also got China Light at Lincoln Memorial, and Grupo Sombro at West Potomac Park, and of course Mass at the Pentagon. If you're looking for the Coyotes mask or the Vial mask, you can grab that at the Pentagon, but you had to have gotten the Vial mask from the season rewards already. And then of course Grupo Sombro at West Potomac Park. The first piece is 15% crit hit damage. That's for a DPS build usually. And then the second piece was 15% explosives damage, which is good for an explosives damage build. Usually you go two piece with a piece of China Light, running like the demo spec for all the explosives artillery turret damage. Petrov if you're looking for the Contractor's Gloves, which has that baked in damage to armor at 8%. And then it also has the 10% LMG damage from the first piece. SMGs at Downtown West for Lady Death, or refarming the Chatterbox. A good variant is like the vector variants of the SMGs, or the MP5 and PXs. You get the safety distance named submachine gun, which is perfect outsider as the talent. And then shotguns at Bank Headquarters if you're looking for the Sweet Dreams exotic shotgun. And then gloves at the White House if you're looking for the BTSU gloves or the Contractor's Gloves, but you're not getting them from farming Petrov. It's a little bit sometimes better to farm the gloves targeted loot for the Contractor's Gloves. That's just how I've gotten them in my experience, but yours might differ. Highlights for the east side, we got Seska at Downtown East for the XP farm area, and then we got Wyvernware at Southwest for the No Hope Hotel as well. We got Providence Defense at District Union Arena, light machine guns at Jefferson Trade Center, and Hana U at Judiciary Square. knee pads at East Mall and Walker Harrison Co. at Capitol Building, assault rifles at Aaron Space Museum, gloves at Jefferson Plaza, and Overlord at Space Administration HQ. Just like yesterday, there's a lot of stuff on the east side and not as much on the west, which is fine. So gloves at Jefferson Plaza. Now, if you want the BTSU gloves, don't go over here at the White House. Go over here to Jefferson Plaza. It's an invaded mission. If you do it once and then it clears the invasion, you can just go to mission settings and then toggle mission mode. And then of course from there, you're fine. You know, you could just go ahead and redo the invaded mission over and over. If you're looking for a good assault rifle, you can get a top tier one like the exotics, which is the Chameleon. Top tier ones that I like the most, and I know they're the hardest hitting, is like the FAMAS, the Burnout named FAMAS. You can get the military AKM, Police M4, G36. All those are really good. And then of course Overlord ornaments or knee pads if you're looking for the Fox's Prayer knee pads, Ninja Bike Messenger knee pads, and then the Sawyer's knee pads, which also go on that perfect race build I'm going to show you guys later today. Walker Harrison Co. at Capitol Building for the legendary Providence Defense at District Union and Badger Tough at Roosevelt. This is a really good day if you have a DPS build that you want to get the highest rolls possible on. You can get the Sacrifice at District Union Arena, which is perfect glass cannon. I don't personally like it or use it, but a lot of people do, even on skill builds like the turret and drone builds, because it affects skill damage as well as just damage. It amplifies all damage. And then if you want a really high roll, it's legendary. You can farm that, or Walker Harrison Co. You can get from the targeted loot rewards. You can get a Matador, but mostly in the light zone you can for sure get a chain killer that will drop with the perfect headhunter talent on it. And you want to get the highest rolls you can get if you can go to legendary and manage to complete those and farm that. And then Jefferson Trade Center, you could run that instead of Coney Island Ballpark. I would prefer Jefferson Trade Center for trying to find the Bullet King or the Pestilence or the Good Times or any light machine gun. And also you have a chance for the Coyote's Mask to drop at Jefferson Trade Center at the end. The Hyena's boss is named Coyote. And that's pretty much it for the east side. If you're looking for Seska with the 10% crit hit chance, you can farm Demolition Site XP farm. You know, Hana U has that 10% skill haste if you're looking for that. Same with Wyvernware at Southwest. It's up to you guys. The cards and links are always, you know, in the video if you want to figure out how to do the XP farm you don't know. Anyway, guys, let's go to New York City and then I'll let you guys go. Alright, we got Richter and Kaiser at the Tombs, Grupo Sombro at Civic Center, Holsters at Stranded Tanker and Oraldo Holdings at Two Bridges, Murakami at Pathway Park and Mass at Battery Park, Fenris at Financial District, Gear System Mods at Wall Street, and Rifles at Liberty Island. So at Liberty Island you can farm for the Merciless Diamondback or a good classic M1A. You know, you'll find one better than the one in the DZ West vendor. Mass, Battery Park, if you're looking for like the Lady Death and like the Coyote's Mask or something like that, or just a mask in general, you could farm open world bosses in this area. You know, if you're not getting it to drop from the submachine gun, LMG targeted loot or SMG targeted loot. You know, Murakami's for extra skill duration. Usually 2 up to 3 pieces is pretty good for a skill build. And then of course Grupo Sombro, like I said with the Mass, if you're farming for both like Grupo Sombro and the Lady Death, then that would be pretty good to farm it in the open world. And then of course Stranded Tanker today, it's a huge day for the Imperial Dynasty. If you need the Imperial Dynasty, this is where you get it. You would normally get the Imperial Dynasty at Stranded Tanker from Vivian Connolly at the end, but it's targeted loot for holsters today, so I mean it could drop anywhere from the beginning of the mission to the boss. If you need the Imperial Dynasty, today is the day to get it. It'll go on the thumbnail just to remind you guys. Alright agents, well, once again, thank you so much for all the support, everything that you guys do, all the feedback, everything. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate all of you. I really do. Thank you so much again for watching and all the support. Take care agents, and I'll see you in the next video.